Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to do something kind of different. It's different, it's not different. We are going to do a series of whip and chats, but this is also going to be a follow along with me, or follow me as I create. I am going to be working on a new cardigan, a hexagon cardigan, very similar to the one I showed you guys recently, the really long one. Sorry, I just ran up the stairs. I'm out of breath. So, the pattern, the tutorial I learned this from was from Passion Knit Kelsey. She is here on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, but you can find her tutorials here on YouTube. She also has vlogs. I love her channel. And I loved this tutorial. She made it so very easy. There were a couple things with the pattern that I did tweak that I found worked better for me. And it didn't change. It doesn't change how the cardigan comes out. So yeah. So I'm going to be starting this on camera with you guys. I'm going to chit chat, do a little update. First, I did go shopping at Joann's for yarn for this. Let me show you the yarn I'm going to be using. I'm going to be making a cotton cardigan. The other cardigan is acrylic yarn. It's a little bit more warmer, but this I'm going to be using Lily Sugar and Cream. Passion Knit Kelsey uses this for her crop tops that she makes for her business. I had started using it for another tutorial that I am following along with her on, but I figured I could make a cotton cardigan, something a little bit more, I think this will be more lightweight, who knows. But this is the color, I believe it's called Purple Haze. Purple Haze. And this one is a cone. It's 674 yards. I needed a really big one to do the length of the cardigan. I like my cardigans really long. So here's the first one. And then I got a bunch of small ones to work on each sleeve, each side of the cardigan to start. This is Purple Haze Ombre, but it's very similar. So I'm going to be using this. I got a bunch of these, about, let me see, 2, 4, 6. I bought 8. I bought a bunch. That's all you need to know. This is also Lily Sugar and Cream. This is cotton yarn. I love smelling yarn. This smells so good. I don't know if it smells like the craft store, maybe because it's made out of cotton. It smells so good. But these are 143 yards. So these are a little bit smaller balls. I will probably need about 3 of these, 2 or 3 of these to do each side of the cardigan. They're broken up into 2 halves. So you do a sleeve and the front back panel. Then you do another sleeve and a front and back panel. Then you add to one of the panels, well, both panels, and then you connect them in the back. After that, you work on the sleeve length, the length of your cardigan, how long you want it, or you can leave it cropped. And then lastly, you can add cuffs and trim all the way around the neck, all the way down the bottom, and the length of the cardigan. So we're going to start off with one of these. This I'm saving for last to do the length since it has more yards. You will need a tape measure for this project. The way she did measurements on how big to make the sleeves and each side of the cardigan, you're going to take your favorite hoodie or sweatshirt, and here, you know what? Let me grab one to show you. Okay, so this is a sweatshirt of mine. Now, the last time I did the other cardigan, I measured a hoodie, which was a little bit bigger. But you're going to measure from the corner of the armpit to the top of the sleeve. about here. So about 9.5. So you're going to take from this distance, which would for me is 9.5, and times that by 2, and that makes it all the way around. So this is a little bit more fitted. I don't know, because this is cotton and it doesn't really have any like give or stretch to it. I don't know if I am going to be following these measurements. I think I may make it a little bit bigger. My last cardigan from armpit to top was 11, which means it had to be 22 across when to get it to the size that I needed it. So my other cardigan's bigger on me, but it fits me great. It's a little bit got that oversized to it. So I may follow that, or maybe I'll just go with 10 inches and double that and make that 20. So we'll find out as we go along. So I got my coffee with me. Nope. So I want to pull from the center. You usually can. Hopefully I'm pulling the right side. I don't know if I'm pulling the right side. Probably not. I don't think this is a center pull. I think it's an outside. Okay. For this yarn, they say a 5mm hook, but honestly, my favorite is a 5.5, so I'm just going to use my trusty 5.5. Now, in the beginning of this, to start this off, in Kelsey's video, she does a magic circle. That's how I did the first cardigan with magic circles. I followed the directions exactly for the cardigan. But honestly, I hate doing magic circles. They're a pain in the butt. They're really finicky to work with. They're just so flimsy. I am not a magic circle person. So technically the hexagon cardigan is a granny stitch style cardigan. So I'm going to start it off like I do every granny square. So making a slip knot instead. Oops. And I'm going to chain, what did I do for the last one? I'm not going to do 4. I'm going to chain 5 just to give a little bit extra room. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to connect the circle. And then you have a little ring. I'm just going to drop my yarn on the floor because I'm going to pull it. It's going to fall off the desk anyway. All right, to start the granny stitches, I'm going to chain 3. And you're going to double crochet 2 times. So now you have a cluster of 3. 1, 2, 3. Make a corner, chain 2, and we're going to do another cluster of 3 of double crochets. Sorry, I'm not a tutorial. I don't do tutorials. It almost feels like it. Don't worry, I'm going to start chatting, but I just want to get the circle started and then explain to you what's going on, and then we can do an update. So we're going to make another corner. This is a hexagon, so we need to make 6 sides. So 6 clusters. And you know what? I'm probably going to go with the bigger size for this because I don't think there's any give to this. Ooh. You hear crinkling. My ferrets are all up from sleeping all night. And they are playing with their toys. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Another corner. Whoops. Hopefully I stay in frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another corner, another side. Whoops. I'm really... So 1, 2, 3, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, our last corner. And you're going to connect with a slip knot. If I can do it, yep. Okay, so here we go. Here's the start of our cardigan. It's a little hexagon. How cute. 6 sides, 6 corners, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, and 6 sides. So, in her tutorial, in Kathleen's tutorial, she works every time she starts a new row. It's always in a corner space, which I actually liked that happened. So I'm going to chain 3. We're going to make a cluster. In the corners, you have 2 clusters and a chain 2 space. But for now, since we're starting, we're only going to do 1 cluster, and then when we go back around, we'll make the other cluster. Okay, and usually when people do granny stitch or granny squares, they do a cluster of 3 and chain 1 and go to the next. A lot of people don't do it. I didn't do it for the last cardigan, and I'm not even mad about it. So we're in the next corner space. Maybe when I, feel more confident about it, I'll make an entire tutorial on how to make a granny, hexi cardi. I call it a hexi cardi for short, a hexagon cardigan. Hexi cardis are for short. Maybe I'll make a tutorial on it with my tweaks that I made. But yeah. So anyways, how are my friends been? Are you guys ready for Christmas? Excited for Christmas? Don't care about Christmas? I have pretty much all my handmade gifts except for 3 done. 2 of them are blankets, and I just didn't get the time to work on them. So they're for my mom and my stepdad, so they're just going to be an after Christmas type of gift, and she'll get it whenever I finish it, whenever I put time in to finish them. I don't want to say they're at the halfway mark, but they're kind of at the halfway mark. Can you leave my yarn alone? Thank you. Hi, Ezzy. Just going to pull some yarn so I don't have to keep tugging at the ball on the ground. So anyways, but for the most part, all the diamond paintings except for Watson is done, which today at some point I need to work some more on Watson. There's only half of it that needs to be done. I mean, it's a 30 by 30 canvas. It's a disgrace that I haven't finished it yet, but I'll get to it. I still have a couple more days before Christmas. But the Taylor Swift and the I Love Lucy is sealed and trimmed and washi taped up. It's all good to go. Everybody else's gifts are wrapped. So, yeah, I don't know. Everything is good. I mean, any gifts that I didn't get for family, my sister grabbed for both of us, and we're splitting them. So, that's what we're doing. That's how we try to save money. So, okay, now we're finishing. We're coming up to that corner. So you're going to do a cluster, chain 2, and connect with a slip stitch. And that's round 2. Look at our, it's so pretty. The purples are so pretty. I'm really excited to have a purple cardigan. So anyways, and everybody from YouTube world that I was mailing a gift out to, it's already been mailed and received by some. I think there's one person that didn't get it yet, but she lives a little bit farther than the rest of them. So yeah, you guys, will I be doing handmade gifts next year? I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to be doing handmade gifts next year. If I am, I might keep it to scarves. I'm not that great at hats. I did make a hat, 2 hats for my stepson, Rivers. And they're the Sesame Street hats. Actually, I can show them to you since we're on camera. I was going to do a separate video for it, but out of all 3 kits I got, I finished 2. Am I already out of string? Why is this? Here, let me get the hats. So here's the first one. I have to weave in my ends. This is my stepson. So yeah, I had added a little extra rim, just to make it, oh, excuse me, hiccups, a little bit longer. So I have to weave in my ends for this one. But yeah, this is the big bird one. And if you didn't see the video, this was a Lion Brand yarn kit. It was a Sesame Street kit. It comes with different Sesame Street characters. I got them for a Black, I think, Cyber Monday sale. And these particular kits, Bert, Ernie, and Big Bird, were like $2 and some change a piece. So here's the other one. This one I think came out a little bit better. I used a different pattern and tutorial. So here's Bert. The only thing I don't like about this is the woman who did this tutorial. She, other than the ball yarn, this was the color that came with Bert. And it technically in that ball yarn is enough yarn to make a hat for the little guy. But the woman that I watched for the tutorial, she added in another solid color of her own yarn that she purchased. So I had orange in my stash because there's orange in the kit. I just think it's too, like, she did too much orange. I wish there was more. I wish she started the striping color a little bit further down. I wish there was more of that, because now I have so much of that yarn left. And I could probably make him a whole nother hat, honestly. But yeah, this is the little hat. This is just a little, this like moves a lot. These aren't, they are not, he is super knotted on, but I don't know, it's not like a pom-pom where it just stays straight up. It you know, moves back and forth. So, but it's cute. And it's got a little bit of stretch to it. So I think it'll fit them. So yeah, I did these last night. And one tutorial was better than the other. The other one was a real pain in the butt. But yeah, let's move this down. Ooh. my camera isn't stable. Okay, I had to tighten my camera, you guys. So I haven't been able to do any other diamond painting other than what was for gifts. I would love to kit up one of my new diamond art clubs. And I guess after Christmas I will. I haven't decided which one I want to kit up yet, because I don't know if I want to kit up one of the ones Julio bought me, which you guys haven't seen yet. I'm not allowed. That was the deal. I was allowed. He gave me the money and he let me pick out and order what I want with that money. And the deal was, even though they came in early, because Diamond Art Club ships pretty quick, I wasn't allowed to open up the boxes to look at the canvases. It's killing me inside. They're sitting in the basement right now in their boxes, and they're all sealed up with the plastic, and I just want to crack them open and do a video and look at the canvases and, you know, in person. But I'll wait. I got all this week to wait. I waited longer than that because they came in. It took like a week and they were to my house. It was so quick. And I hate to tell you guys, then they came out with a new release. Some new releases recently. I think last weekend or the weekend before. I think it was last weekend. And I ordered a new release. So that should be coming, I think, Saturday. It should be arriving to Grandma's house. So at least you guys will get to see that one, because I purchased that one with my money. Okay. This is pretty. Yeah, I'm really excited to see my new release canvas. It's really, really pretty. They came out with a bunch of pretty ones, but I've been racking up the points, and I am trying to really hold out, because so far I qualify for the $10 off my purchase. But I don't want to use that. I want to see what more points will get me. Because I've heard of people getting so many points that they get free canvases, and I want to know, to what point does that happen? Like, how many points do you need to get a free canvas? Or whatever the case may be. I saw it on some Diamond Art Club Facebook group. I think the woman got like 2 free canvases, and she only had to pay the $10 for shipping, because obviously she didn't spend any money. So, you know, she didn't get the free shipping. So, honestly, if I had the extra money on me and I was getting 2 free canvases, I'd get the 2 free canvases and maybe get an extra canvas or 2 to get the free shipping, and do it that way. Might as well make the most out of it. This curls just a smidge, but that's okay. This is where we're at so far. Did I do it right? Hold on. No, I did something wrong. Thank God I noticed that now. I'm gonna have to frog it. I didn't put an extra cluster in the corner piece. That's a quick fix. It wasn't too far back in the project. Now we can move on. See, a lot of people complain about the Lily Sugar and Cream. I think they say it's rough, but this doesn't feel rough to me. It doesn't feel velvety soft, but I mean, it's cotton, so it's a little bit more stiff. But it's not like rug burning my hands or my fingers. Oh, sorry, I'm not. I keep going out of frame because I want to hold it. I crochet very close to my body. Okay, so here we go. So now we fixed it. That's what we got so far. Isn't that pretty? These colors. Imagine a whole cardigan in this color. I think it's really beautiful. They have a lily sugar and cream strawberry. I think it's strawberry something. It's like pink and white, like dark pink, light pink, and white striping. I am making a crop top with that. Well, it's not going to be a crop top. I'm going to lengthen it because I got a gut. So I'm going to hide the gut. I ain't going to wear no damn crop top. But yeah, I'm trying to figure that pattern. That's a whole nother story, that top I'm making with the pink and white. I have to say, you have to make bra cups for the top. Making bra cups are pretty hard to do. I probably should have watched her tutorial on how to make bra cups first, and then go ahead and do the actual tutorial. But maybe I'll frog the whole thing. If you don't know what frogging means, because you're not a crocheter, frogging is what I literally just did when I realized I screwed up. I yanked all the yarn back out. I pulled until I got to my spot. So that's it. Come on, Ash. You're mommy's yarn. Oh no, you're getting tangled. Somebody's tangled in my yarn. Oh no. Honey, you're going to choke yourself. There you go. Oh, he's special. Yes, Dumpling. He's got the hiccups. But yeah, that crop top, it's like a ruffled crop top that I am attempting to make. I probably should have watched the bra cup tutorial because all her crop tops start off with bra cups. And they're, you know, I am just getting into making garments. And some of them are easier than others. So far the entire cardigan has been easier than making a bra cup. Believe it or not. So we are fully moved into Grandma's. There are a couple little tidbits. Let me pull this closer. Okay. There are a couple little tidbits left at the apartment and lots of cleaning to do and some spackling and that my dad's going to do for us. But yeah, because I'm not, that woman is not keeping the security deposit. Absolutely not. All that crap. And here's an update. So, you know, I think I told you guys, I did tell you guys why we had to move in the first place, because Julio got kicked in the head by the guy downstairs. Remember that story? So, and then he went back and told the landlord, God knows what, but she decided to side with him and not renew our lease. Hence why we're at Grandma's now. So that's the short story if you didn't hear it. Yeah, so because he assaulted, because that's assault, he assaulted Julio, we pressed charges. Him, Julio, and the guy downstairs are going through the court process now. We're trying to get him proven guilty. He's a very stubborn man. Every time they go to court, he pleads not guilty. He just doesn't want to admit to what he did wrong. He doesn't want the consequences. But I hate to tell you, if you just don't admit your guilt and then you take it to trial, which now it is going to trial because he keeps saying that he's not guilty. At trial, if you are found guilty, you get the maximum penalties. It's, instead of admitting guilt early on in the court process and maybe getting a slap on the wrist and getting probation and a fine, He's looking at like 6 months in jail, you guys, which I hope he gets. I want him to get jail time. This man thinks he can get away with everything. Here we go, a knot. He thinks, he's a renter. Okay. I've said this. I've ranted about this plenty of times. He's a renter like we were renters. You don't have homeowner privileges as a renter. He would like to think he does, but you don't. And you are also not a landlord. So you don't get to make up rules and regulations to the apartments. It just doesn't, or the property. It just doesn't work that way. You don't own the property and you are not the landlord. So you don't have privileges, my man. I don't know why he can't figure that out. But here's another update. Our handyman, who is also my landlord's handyman, let us in on a little secret. The landlord might be unloading, because she owns multiple houses on the street we were living on. And they're all 2-family homes that she rents to all these people. She might be unloading all these properties and selling the houses. So you know what? Somebody might not want to deal with renters. And they're going to take over the property if she sells it. And everybody on that block who turned on us because they sided with the man downstairs is going to be out on their ass. And, she has fairly, I don't want to say it's cheap rent, but where we were living, we paid $1,030 a month for a 1-bedroom. In the same town that we're living in, 1-bedroom apartments were like $1,800 and up, like to $2,000 and up. That's not including what I'd have to pay a month per pet and a $300 deposit for pets. So, 1-bedroom apartments, I don't know how they are in your state, wherever you live, but 1-bedroom apartments in New Jersey, where I live in Central Jersey, they start off at like $1,800. We can't afford that, which is why we're at grandma's. And we're trying to save money. Did I do it again? I did it again. See, maybe I can crochet and do whip and chats. So we're going to figure it out because I'm not frogging this whole friggin' thing. So anyways, yeah, she might be getting rid of the fucking properties, and that SOB will be out on his ass. We're going to make a fake corner because I didn't make a corner. 1, 2. And we'll do it this way. Sometimes there's a loophole and there's a way to fix your project without having to undo the entire thing to go back to where you fucked up. So that'll do. It's a corner. I have a new corner. So that's all I needed. I needed a new corner for the next row. So we didn't put up our Christmas tree this year. It was a lot with the move. It's in storage right now. But my grandmother had like this miniature. It's like maybe a little bit shorter than my height, which I'm 5 foot. And it's like pre-decorated. She bought it already decorated with lights and stuff on it and decorations. So, and you plug it in and it lights up. So it's a cute little, we just wanted a little something because we're going to have, the baby for Christmas Eve into Christmas. So we just wanted a little tree to put his gifts under. So just something, because I'm pretty sure his mother doesn't put up a fucking tree. Like, I don't want to talk bad about people, but she's like expecting Julio to buy the nicer gifts. You know what I'm saying? The more expensive, nicer gifts. And, you know, he's been losing work more and more as it gets colder because, you know, he works for a moving company. So there's not a lot of work during the winter for a mover. So, you know, he's had to budget a lot and watch his finances. And my stepson's mother is just, you know, she expects him to go to Target and buy all the nice expensive gifts for him while she goes to Dollar Tree and gets some crappy gifts. I don't know why it works out that way. I think that's wrong. I mean, I know she's like on disability, but she sits home. And she just collects her checks, all her checks. So you mean to tell me the whole year while you're collecting checks, you couldn't manage to save up like $100 out of all the checks you get and to buy your son, you know, some halfway decent gifts? It shouldn't be all on one parent to do everything. I'm sorry. It's not right. It really shouldn't be up to Julio to buy all the nice freaking gifts. Julio does buy the nice gifts for him, but he loves his son. He'll do anything for him. You know, we try to give him a really nice Christmas since apparently the one at home isn't that great. It's a really sucky situation. But, yeah. I don't mean to talk foul about the girl. She just needs to get her priorities straight. And every time I see her, when we go to pick him up, she's got a new wig on. Wigs aren't cheap. Or she has a sew-in. That's hair terms. In case, look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But sew-ins and lace front wigs and just wigs. All that stuff is expensive, and it's expensive to get installed onto your head. Even by doing it at home, you still got to pay for a good quality wig, and good quality wigs are like $100 and up. Trust me, I looked into it because I wanted to do wigs for a while my hair grew out. This woman's in a different color wig every single time I see her, so she'd be spending money on wigs. Like, I hate to break the news to you, you have a child. Your funds don't go to you anymore. They go to your kid. So, which is why I chose not to have any kids, because I want to keep my money for myself. I don't want to be spending it on kids' toys and stuff like that. You know, stepson is all I can handle. Is enough for me. And, you know, he has visitation, so, you know, I only have to see him every other weekend or whatever. So I like to keep my house a kid-free zone. I don't want any part of having kids. So I know some people just love kids. And I'm a crossing guard, you know, I work with kids, but they're not mine and they don't come home with me. So all I got to do is say hello, good morning, and good afternoon. Have a nice night. That's all I have. That's all the interaction I have as a crossing guard. So, and that's how I'd like to keep it. Oh, this is so pretty. This purple. And it's striping. Just so nice. Like almost every cluster is a solid color. Some of them get mixed in like this one. Or like this one. But for the most part, each cluster is a solid. I like that. So have you guys, I know we're a diamond painting channel for the most part with a little bit of crochet, but have you guys gotten any new diamond paintings? Did you guys do any shopping on Black Friday or Cyber Monday? Did you go crazy like I did? Because I went nuts. Julio treated me. Then I bought some stuff for myself. I bought hella yarn. I bought lots of yarn. The Black Friday deals for yarn, I I think were better than the diamond painting deals. Most definitely. Like all yarn was like 30% off, buy two get one free, buy one get one free, coupons. And then at some point with Joann's, you couldn't use any of the coupons because everything was a doorbuster, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It just means everything you're getting is on sale. So you were getting a deal on it anyway. So it was not too bad. Now I had piles and piles and piles. Well, tote bags. Bags and bags and bags of yarn for projects downstairs. But now I have the time to work on projects for myself because the Christmas gifts are done. I had to put, a hold on making things for myself because, Christmas gifts had to come first. Especially because some of them got sent out of state. So I definitely got to finish Watson. I'm off most of the day today. I don't have Stop and Shop the rest of the week. I just have Crossing Guard today and tomorrow, and then I'm off. So until Monday. Well, Monday I'm off too. I go back to work on Tuesday. But I'm certainly going to take advantage and enjoy my time off. I'm going to try to, I think Saturday our friend is coming with their truck to pick up the rest of our stuff from the apartment. So I can finally get my dad in there to spackle, and so we can clean, and so we can get the carpet shampoo, because even though we just got it shampooed, like a month ago, 2 months ago, the carpets are destroyed over there again because of the kids. And Julio not taking off his damn shoes when he comes in the house. He made a whole high traffic spot from the hallway to his bed, from the bed to the hallway. It's just this, and it's like a tan beige carpet. So it's just this dark gray spot on the rug. Oh, it looks really, really horrible. But yeah, look how big our hexagon is getting. Super pretty. So anyways, maybe I'll do a whip and chat too while working on Watson. Maybe. What am I doing here? Did I F this up? What did I do? Oh, this is the side I F'd up. Threw me for a loop for a minute there. I was like, what's going on? I learned a new stitch last night into today. I'm also making that into a cardigan. It's called a waffle stitch. It's very difficult. And maybe the tutorial I'm watching to learn how to do it isn't the right tutorial for me. Because I have had to screw up at least twice along the way on making it's a hexagon waffle cardigan. And I don't know, what can I say? It's just, turn to the back, turn to the front. When odd number rows get this many corners, even number rows get this many. I can't keep up because I don't count my stitches in my rows. I'm not used to that. And unfortunately for this woman's tutorial, it kind of requires you to pay attention and count rows and shit. I don't want to do all that. So I don't know if I'm going to frog the whole thing and look for a new tutorial to do. With the same pattern. I just may look for somebody else to show how to do it, because some people explain things a lot better than others here on YouTube. Some tutorials, I can go to one person for one tutorial, learn how to do something, and it be difficult the whole way through. Then I go watch the same tutorial with somebody else making the same project, and it's easy. They explain it so easy. So it really depends on who's doing it. She does a lot of chit-chatting, side notes and stuff like that in the tutorial. It just throws me for a loop. It's not for me. So I might have to scratch that, or maybe finish the side I'm doing and with the next side, when I do the opposite side, do it from a different tutorial, because I doubt it'll come out different. Coffee break. So you go, oh, it's 46 minutes. I've done enough chit-chatting, and I don't want to screw up again because I'm chit-chatting and crocheting at the same time. But we're going to leave off here. I'm going to work on this some more today. Next time you see me, maybe we'll have half a sleeve done and start the next one. I don't know. I haven't really thought that far ahead with this. So anyways, if I don't put up a video, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But if I don't put up a video, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, holiday, however you want to put it. Happy New Year. And if you're enjoying the content, like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. And if you're returning, thank you for returning and watching my new series. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.